You need to be best friends, okay? You need to be best friends. Now, where do I go? What do I need to do? Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Subnautica Below Zero. I did a little bit of research and there's still more to get at that downed ship. There's still more to get. I just don't know where it was. But I was a little chaotic swimming around it because I was afraid I was going to run out of air. So we're going to head back and go and take a little bit more time. I was able to actually craft the upgrade for the ultra high capacity mod. But there's definitely something in there that I think we're going to need. I just don't know where it is. And I was looking around all over the place, but I was looking quickly because there's no way to actually tell where you've been, and there's no way to refill your air in there while you're in there if you're running low on air. So we're gonna go back and look. We're gonna check around over there for a bit, and then we're gonna just try to find, if we open up our whatever sort of a map that we have, which isn't really much, over here we still need to find this. So if we can get to here and just go north, we should be able to find it. And so that's what we're also gonna go check out. We're gonna get to the comms island and then just go north and see if we can find that area. But we're kind of in like a holding pattern or like a standstill. I don't know what the items are that we need, or I don't have the items or the schematics to make what we need to move further into the story. This is it's getting a little tough. A little tough. Itty bitty tough. It's not really tough, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's not tough, but it's something. I should have brought a marker to mark this ship, because I can never find it when I'm actually looking for it. It's somewhere in this general area between here and here. Let's just look around up here real quick. See if there's any entrances.
I have found the location of another artifact.
Good.
Oh, thank you, Alan.
I really hope this one tells us something we need.
As do I.
We'll have to go check that out.
Uploaded to PDA.
Thanks, Alan. So there's no entrance up top. Just the entrances we've been going into. So we have so much oxygen now that we should be able to look around without having to, like, worry as much as we were before. But I think this is actually a different part of the ship. I don't think this is where we normally are. No, we're just usually on that side. Alright, let's go grab our sea truck. Let's hope we find what we're looking for. I would really like to find what we're looking for. We passed that so many times. We looked all over. I mean, obviously not all over. But I looked where I thought was all over. I kept missing it. Oh, where could this third one be? Alright. I did a little bit of reviewing. And it looks like we're basically done here. At this one. It looks like there's multiple wrecks that we can, that we can get into. I don't have any water on me, do I? No. And this, we got the 2 parallel processing points here. So, yeah. That means we gotta go find another one. So I'm gonna have to look for the other one. From what I'm finding online, the other one is shouldn't be too far. One of the others, it's lily pad by the lily pad islands, surrounded by squid sharks, around 250 meters below. I don't have any liquid on me, so we're gonna have to find some liquid fish. But if we look at our map, where are we at? We're about here, so we have to head back this way, which I think is towards her. Towards her last known location. I think this is the Lily Pad Islands to the southeast, right? Yeah, southeast. Is that it? Oh, that's it.
Detecting
Found it.
bow of an astronautical Soltrans Gov vessel nearby. Vessel name, Mercury 2. Inoperative.
I would think so. Alright, there's a lot to research on here. There's a lot to explore. And luckily, we can kind of get in it. Place is very pretty. So many things to check out and explore. I want to find it all. Can I get in here or no? That's the last parallel processing unit. It's a quick way out if we need it. We need some order to the chaos of exploring this thing. Because if I just keep exploring all randomly, I'm not gonna find anything. What's this place? This is the bridge?
Get off this planet. I mean, the morning started off so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans, and we were all in high spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were gonna be in the frickin' history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal. It sounded like an SOS. We got overly excited naturally and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. I mean, half my team. They got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters. I'm not going back and...
Now I just need to build the test override module. Then I can disable that satellite tower.
Orion's belt, this all went sideways. How could I have known that so much would go wrong? I failed my crew. No. I don't fail. I didn't get into this position by being a failure. It's this desolate land. Frigid and cursed. Between these tunneling creatures and a strange sickness that a few of the crew are showing symptoms of, we have to leave at first light tomorrow. We are prepping for a rapid takeoff. We can't take chances with the vibrations drawing the tunnelers, so we're skipping the systems check. Risky, but I have faith in myself and the crew of the Mercury. Landing this thing was practically a miracle, though. But we have to get out of here. Maybe the weapon is to keep people away, but if we leave, it'll let us go. I have to leave the quarantined crew in the cave behind. We will be back for them. But we can't risk an unknown infection spreading through the Mercury. We're packing survival kits for them, but there's only enough surplus for about 2 weeks. I'm telling them that we will come back. But I don't think I can land here safely. Twice. I hate this.
They
I have
left
to
people.
leave them behind. I can't risk the entirety of the Mercury.
They left people. They got sick with the disease that we cured in the first game, and they left them. Here it is.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is every xenolinguist's dream. I mean, I was helping with the planetary scans, and there are possible unknown structures on the surface. This could set my career up for life. The images are a little degraded coming through the atmosphere, but it looks like intentional and complex architecture, which means civilization, and civilization means language. Oh, man. And now, most of the crew wants to get home. I understand that, but this could be a defining discovery. I'm definitely going to put a bug in Diana's ear about going to the surface so I can take a team to explore. I desperately hope this pans out. Oh, I can't wait till we get into communication range with Sol again. Layla and the kids would love to hear this. I mean, it's rough being away from them so long, but this might just make it worth it. I'll be able to give them so much more.
I think I found everything. But we got the parallel processing unit. That's what we came out here for today. Reinforced dive suit fragment. Interesting. I'm glad I kept searching.
Sol should pay me more to lead these missions. I saved the whole damn crew from destruction. Mercury 2 was nearly obliterated by an immensely powerful energy beam. I don't know any weapon system with that level of capability. The power source to get that kind of range must be, well, otherworldly. We got lucky. The energy signature is similar to some of the weaponry meant to counter pirates on mining freighters. The refraction of the beam across the atmosphere? Ryan's belt, it looked like the Northern Lights. Such power. I fired the emergency flares and dumped water from the nuclear core. I think the heat signature confused the weapons tracking for just an instant. I managed a slight evasive maneuver, and I felt the mercury get rocked by the sonic boom as the nuclear runoff rapidly evaporated. That alone could have taken us out. Definitely asking for a pay raise. This is not what I signed up for. My days of risky missions should be behind me. But what the hell? I still got it. Even if it was luck. Hopefully, whatever didn't want us on the planet doesn't mind when we leave. My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the Discovery Clause. Let's see Stefanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
Can I make a nuclear reactor? Can I make a nuclear reactor? Well, we finally found it. Gold, silver, table coral, and then titanium, lead, and copper wire. Let's go get that taken care of and go see what she's got to say. I was going to head to the artifact, but we'll do that when we head down to meet her, because it's probably near her. It only took like a million years to find what we needed, but we finally got it. Literally right next to where we were. So it's a sideways line, not a long ways line, it seems. Or is this a different section of the ship? Is this a different section of the ship? Or is this a normal section of the ship that we... No, this is one we usually go into. Alright, we had to go on a bit of a detour to get the lead, but we were able to get the lead. Let's head to the comms island and turn off the comm system. Alright, we are also looking for snow vase because I want to make some purified water, and to do that we need snow vase and salt to do the water purifier tablets. But I don't think there's any snow vases on this island. Connected.
Great. Now back to the terminal. Do it. Please work. Yes. Satellite is down.
I
Did it.
am impressed. That was most resourceful.
Thanks, Alan.
Cushy setup. Must belong to one of those higher uppers.
Have I not been in this
Maybe
one?
I can find clues about Sam here.
I already got all the clues. What's
All
up,
right,
Margaret?
Alterra. You win this round. Come find me at my greenhouse. I'm about 1 kilometer east of your position up on an iceberg. I have a present for you.
I'll come by if I have time.
Sure, whatever. If you have time for me in your busy social calendar.
Is it not gonna mark? It's not gonna mark it? This game needs to mark things better. Where did she say she was? Bounding on a greenhouse about 1 kilometer east of your position. That way. Let's go check that out.
You do not trust Alterra,
No, neither do you.
but your sister was Alterran.
My sister was my sister. She worked for Alterra.
My people do not perceive a difference. We are what we work for.
Well, Sam wasn't. I should have guessed Alterra would find a way to clip Sam's wings, like I knew they'd do to mine. I tried to warn her, and she was stubborn, just like me. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be so different from her. Scrappier, faster, way less play by the rules.
Was Sam working in the best interest of Alterra?
Yes, but they definitely didn't think so.
We believe that individuals may operate in the best interest of the collective or against the best interest of the collective. There is no in-between to us.
So you always saw eye to eye on absolutely everything with your network?
No.
I sense there's more to this story.
And more to your sister's story as well.
That's fine. Change the subject. We'll come back to it later.
Another site found, but I cannot yet tell whether the others survived. Still, it holds valuable information. I hope you will find more. The network is indicating more of my people's technology, but the images I am receiving are fragmented, repeating. I am struggling to locate them precisely.
Fragmented images? Why would that happen?
I can only theorize that the locations are deep and shielded by a refractive material. Perhaps amongst large crystal formations.
Large crystal formations. What are these crystal formations? Ellen, where are we going? Oh God.
Our searches have been useful, but ultimately I have no definitive evidence as to the fate of my people. The network I hoped to rejoin may no longer exist. I cannot feel it.
There could be a million reasons for that. Like, what if the network had a system update? They're on version 2001.4 and you're still on version 14.2.
That would make me incompatible. How would I even begin to plan my upgrade?
Okay, that's not what I meant. Bad example. You still know how to get home?
Yes,
So don't give up. Go there, see for yourself what happened.
you are expressing optimism, but it is not supported by probability.
Hope isn't based on statistics. It's born from a drive for something better. There's a poem Sam loved. Hope is human. Hope is... right. Hope is the thing with feathers.
This does not match any fauna designation I can find in your PDA.
It's a line from a 19th century Earth author. Emily something. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. I promise we'll get answers one way or another, Ellen.
Adding hope to your database.
Alright, chat. Walnuts from the future right now. It took me close to an hour to find this. I actually had to go back to the island, line myself up with the satellite, turn around and go 1,000 kilometers east, or 1,000 meters east. and still had trouble finding it. I had to Google how to figure this thing out. So you're gonna hear me rage real quick, and it's all reasonable. Honestly, this was the biggest pain in the ass to find. This game needed to mark this because it was way too far out there, and it just
Vital
was
signs
not.
stabilizing.
It was incredibly uninteresting and annoying to find this area back here. The problem is it's always fucking storming when I get out here, so I can't see shit. It's gotta be this thing. Yep, there it is. Always storming out here, so I could never fucking find anything.
Damn satellite hasn't passed by in a while. I guess that was your doing.
Yep.
Sam's not the only one in the family who knew what to do with vague directions in old wire.
She was an original, that sister of yours. First time I met her, I was sure she was Alterra through and through. Not a crease in her uniform. Sending those damn bird bots to spy everywhere. Then, she surprised me. Maybe a little too much.
Meaning,
If you really want to know, there's a PDA on the bench that can point you in the right direction. You need anything else? Don't bother me. But you can help yourself to the greenhouse. Least I can do to repay you for getting those spine pests off my back.
We're gonna have to come back here.
I've already synthesized an antidote and stashed it in a cave. I can go grab it and...
That's your plan?
You don't think it'll work?
You're thinking too small. Like maybe if you're polite enough about destroying the bacteria, Alterra will come around and see it your way. But do you believe in yourself or not?
I think so.
You think so? Come on. Is the bacteria a threat, or isn't it?
It is.
Does it need to be dealt with or not?
It does.
So who's right on this?
I am.
Say it like you mean it.
I am.
I said like you mean it, not like you're testifying before a rigged transgov court.
I am.
Great. Then what you gotta do is seal off the whole cave. I've got just the stuff. Made it for fishing, but it blew the whole ice shelf halfway to deep space. Vaporized all the fish.
Okay.
And you gotta hit the lab too, or there's just no point. Actually, you know what? Let me take care of that one. It'll be fun.
She caused my sister to blow it up.
All right, Marge, old girl. We hate this greenhouse. So here are some pointers to remember so we never have to do the worst parts again. Too bad you can't fight malnutrition by hunting it down and killing it. So, first thing, insulation. First few nights the soil was rock solid. Ended up having to insulate the damn place with dehydrated kelp. Adding a thermal mass helped too. Heat from barrels of water. Probably should have just eaten the damned kelp. But nope, my body was craving a salad. Wish I was just made of exosuit. Next, grow lights were a must-have. Gotta admit, I felt pretty proud of my first full crop of lettuce. Fed half of it to Preston. That snow stalker will eat practically anything. Always spits half of it out, though. Another thing we have in common. The slobbery green mess makes good compost.
Well, there we go. Sam blew it up because Marguerite said to blow it up instead of just curing it. It makes no sense. She's like, I have the cure, so just cure it. I don't know. But alright, I'm gonna drop a bunch of stuff off and then see if maybe we can get some planter boxes crafted at home and maybe plant some of this food ourselves. We're gonna get everything all set up and situated. Um, but there is limited time for how long this will last. So I'm gonna go get all that set up and situated. I'm gonna go steal some more of her plants. This way we can grow it at home and have never-ending food and fruits. And that's gonna be it for today. Next time we'll go check out that artifact area and we'll figure out where this crystal area is that he's talking about. Thank you guys so much. If you like what you saw, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button so the algorithm knows that people like you will like me too. Subscribe to the channel so you get updates and notifications when I go live and post new videos. And leave comments down below. Hints, tips, tricks. I respond to all comments back. Be sure to check me out live here on YouTube and on Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And be sure to check out the other videos on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Please be careful, be safe, don't do anything I wouldn't do, always hug your loved ones, and of course, like always, be sure to wear mismatched socks. Catch us all next time.
What is the purpose of this device?
It plays music so that I have something to listen to.
What is music?
After the crash landed,
I can detect certain patterns within it. Is it mathematical? An instrument of science? Does it help with your research?
It does, just not in the way you're probably thinking. Music and math are strongly related. Rhythm is math, harmonies can be math, but music as a whole is more than that. We experience it on an emotional level.
I sense it has an impact on your pulse and breathing. It makes you move differently.